Hello again, everyone. Okay, so what we are going to be doing now for the next while is working with neon pigments. Now I've got my neon pigments from Licente. I'm sure you guys have heard me talking about Licente a good bit. Licente's neon pigments are amazing. They are super strong. Here is their pink. So they come in 5 colours. You've got your pink, you've got blue, yellow, orange, and green. Now they don't come in those tubs that I have them in. I had the great idea of, when I got mine, of getting these tubs that all stack together and stacking them all up, which was probably one of the worst things I've ever done because it just makes a giant mess every time I open them. So when you get them, leave them in their own tubs. It's much better. So we're going to be working with a lot of white today. White works really well with pigments, with the neon pigments, because you can really see the true colour. So I'm going to start off with just getting 2 nails painted. And because we've just done our styling workshop, we are going to continue that on during our neon workshop today as well. So everything that you do, we are going to cover how to incorporate it into a full set of nails as well, if your client wants their design on more than one nail, but wants something, you know, like slightly different or that on the other nail. Oh, lovely. Giant hair. That's what we want. Where did it go? Right, there we go. So just starting off here with painting some colour pops in white. So chuck them in there and cure them. Neon does take the biscuit for holidays. So if you're in the UK or Ireland, I've gotten our pigments from sweetsquared.com. If you're outside the UK or Ireland, you need to contact Licente directly. So it's Lecente. So contact them directly and they will be able to ship directly to you. So the first design we're going to do, we are going to be combining an ombre style, we're going to be popping on some of the Flirty's Dazzling Glitter as well. We're also going to be doing a little bit of stamping with neon pigments. So stamping with neon pigments works exactly the same way as stamping with other pigments. It just turns out neon. So we'll go for, let's see, go for this one, the zigzaggy one. So let me pick up some pigment. You guys see what I'm doing there? And I'm going to kind of break it up. You can see the pigment is all kind of lumpy and bumpy, so I'm just breaking it up here and kind of pressing it down into my palette. Now these go a really, really long way. You used to be able to buy the full collection of them. I'm not sure if they're still available as a full collection or if they are sold individually now. But any neon pigments will do exactly the same thing once they are designed to be used in nails. Okay, so the other thing with neon pigments is it's really, really messy to work with. So that's why I have this little kind of bit of couch roll down here, just to try to stop myself from destroying the counter. I'll probably change it halfway through as well. Okay. So you can see your design has been left behind there. And I'm going to pick up my stamper and I'm going to roll right over that. Now I'm going to take my nail and I'm going to roll my pattern across the nail. How cool is that? Oh, I love neon pigments. Sorry, I get really excited for neon pigments. I love them so much. Isn't that just awesome? Okay, so You could leave, you could do every nail like that and it would look freaking amazing. Any pale colour will work. So if you were to use like a super pale pink, like French pink from the Flirties range or that will also work with neon pigments and that. But when you use white, you see the true colour of the pigment and it looks amazing. So that's why I like to do white underneath. So you could do this on every nail, you could do it on one nail, you could do the rest of the nails yellow, do one white nail and put this over it. You could do any of the nails, any colour, do one white nail and do any of the colours. Also you can mix the pigments to create other colours. So if you wanted a purple, if you mix a bit of the pink and a bit of the blue together, you do get purple, so you can also mix them as well. Now I know that works with the Licente pigments. I don't know if that will work with every single type of pigment that's on the market, but with Licente pigments it looks amazing. So you can make other colours from the colours that you have as well. Okay, where did I put all the nail wipes? Right. So I am just going to clean that out really quickly. Okay, so how are we going to match that in with a different look if your client didn't want squiggly design on every single nail? Well, what we're going to do is take another little bit of your yellow and we are going to do an ombre. You're going to drag our ombre down the nail. Now, if you wanted your entire nail to be yellow or blue or pink, do your nail white and just drag the pigment all the way down the nail. This is the one occasion where I'll say to people, if you blow on it, it makes it a little bit tidier. Normally I'm like, don't blow on people's fingers because it's disgusting, but when you're using pigments and stuff, sometimes you gotta just blow on the nail. So we have our little ombre, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a little palette and I'm going to dispense some of this glittery clear onto the palette. Just because I don't want a whole lot of it, I just want a bit. And I'm going to get my brush. And I'm going to scoop some of that up. And I'm just going to have it down the end of the nail then. And you can kind of do the same thing. You can do like an ombre down over where you drag like a few little bits down the nail. The reason I'm putting this on with a brush is because I don't want the glitter going all the way down the nail. Isn't that really cute? So you could have one or two nails with your squiggly design and the rest of the nails with your ombre and your bit of glitter over it. Now to make that up, if you don't have a gel polish colour with glitter in it, just mix your glitter into your top coat like we did before and just apply it like that. And I'm going to stick the gel polish one into the lamp curum and I'm just going to top coat these ones, cure them, and they are done. Done and dusted. Right. So let me just clean my stamper really quickly as well. Also, my most favourite thing about neon powders is they glow under UV light. So if you've got people going to like a UV party or anything like that, they're going to have glowing nails if they get neon pigments and they're going to look savage. Now, so the next nail we're going to do, we are going to paint up in black. So... and this kind of design that we're going to do, I would be doing this on all of the nails. So let me get these just painted. Well, we're just going to do one because it's the same process for each nail. You're just doing it in different places and different angles. I'm going to chuck him in there and cure him. And we'll top coat the two of these while that's curing. So, squiggly design top coated. Chuck down the lamp. Now, if you're doing full coverage in neon pigments, I do tend to do 2 top coats, just to be sure, and that around my edges and that are totally sealed in. But if you're not doing full coverage, then I generally just do 1. But if you want to be safe, feel free to do 2 layers of top coat. Right. Okay, I'm going to chuck him in there and cure him. And I'm going to use the back of my stamping plate here because I need a decent sized palette for the next bit. Now, you can't do this if you're going to paint this on directly, okay? What we're going to do now is we are going to mix some white gel polish with the different pigments, okay? Now, if you do that and then paint it on and completely cover up the nail, you're affecting the balance of the gel polish and it's going to chip on you really easily. So the only time you can do this is only if you're using this technique for painting like a style of nail art, which is what we are going to be doing with it. And that will make way more sense in a couple of seconds when you see what we're doing. I'm just going to pop another layer of gel polish onto this colour pop. And chuck him in the lamp and cure him. Okay, so we have 5 different neon powders. So I need 5 different blobs of my white gel polish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I'm going to use a dotting tool for mixing. So I'm going to get just a little wipe with some cleanser on it so that I can be cleaning my dotting tool in between. So into my first little dot here, I'm going to knock some pink pigment. Now when you're mixing pigments in, ideally your mixture should be 2/3 gel polish to 1/3 pigment, but you can see this pigment is so strong you need hardly any of it anyway. And you want to mix it till you don't have any little chalky lumps left inside. Now all of that excess that's around the sides, I'm not going to mix that in because I'm not going to be using all of that. So my mix that I have there, I'm happy with that, and I will work from the center of that. I'm just cleaning my brush, or my dotting tool. Now, so the blue. Let's get a bit of blue out of there. Let's get him mixed in. My favorite three are the pink, the yellow, and the orange because they are so neon. But it is hard to make blue neon, so. But I think we did a damn good job. There we go. Let's mix it in there. Okay, these all mixed up. Blue can go back here. Let's take the yellow. Okay, that's plenty of yellow, super neon. We'll mix in some orange. Now, if you were doing this an awful lot and you had some empty tubs of gel handy, or even some little empty black containers handy, you could mix up a bunch of this and have it ready to go so that all you had to do was open it and paint directly from the pot. So if you thought you were going to be using an awful lot of neon powders during the summer, that would be a good idea, because then you don't have to spend 10 minutes mixing it up every time somebody wants some hand-painted stuff with some neon pigments. Which, as you can imagine, if you're in the middle of a busy day and somebody announces it, would be a little bit of a pain in the bum, but totally worth it because it looks amazing. Yeah. Okay, so we have our 5 colours mixed up. Now I'm going to take my cured black nail, and I'm going to take my little painter brush, and I am nice and simply going to pick up a little blob of my neon powder. And I'm going to paint a line up my nail. Now, I'm going to clean my brush. Sorry, doing this upside down is really awkward. I'm just going to slightly wet a pad, so I can then clean my brush. Get a bit of damp cleanser on my brush. And I can tidy up my lines a little bit then if I need to. I'm going to chuck him in the lamp and cure him. And the reason I'm curing him is because when I go over him in a minute with another line, I don't want him to smudge. So I'm just going to cure him a little bit. These are our first two. They're cool, so they go over there. Right. Now I'm going to pick up a little blob of my blue. Now you don't have to do lines, you can do swirls, you can do anything. It would be a good idea if I did that on the screen. You can do swirls, you can do anything at all. You can draw flowers, dots, roses, anything. Cure him again. They don't have to go all the way across the nail. You could go halfway up the nail. You could literally do anything with these. So you could just go to there. You could then come in with another one. Here. And then you could even come in and do little dots. So let's chuck them in there and cure him. And then once he comes out of there, I am just going to top coat him and away he goes. So let me check that out of the way. I'm not going to wipe that yet, just in case we decide to use them again in a few minutes. Okay, so I am going to paint up this next nail. You know our raindrop technique where we put it on really messy, then put the top coat dots over it and then wiped it? That looks freaking amazing with the neon powders. So there's a suggestion for you guys to do it. I'm not going to do it because we've already done that technique, but it's one for you guys to go and do. So there's our black nail with our little neon squiggly bits gone over him. So let's get him top coated. And then chuck him in there. And I'm going to pop a second layer of white on this one. And I'm just going to grab a black polish and a different stamping plate. So we are going to stamp over some now in a second. Okay, so starting with the lightest colour so that my brush is easy to clean, I'm going to pick up a little bit of yellow and I'm going to pop it onto my nail. Then I will go to orange because I can dip straight into orange after my yellow. And I'm going to rub that into the nail. Then we'll get some pink, which is my favourite. And we'll go for some green then in this corner. And we'll put some blue then down here to finish it off. Super messy, ugly nail, right? And I'm going to top coat that to seal it all in and make it all shiny. Clean my top coat brush because I do not want to transfer neon pigments into my top coat brush. Should have used the glitter one. And let's chuck him in the lamp to cure. Now I am going to use this kind of rosy design here. This is another Yours plate. So let me just give that a little scrub. I can see some pink in there, but I think that might be from pigments rather than polish. And I've got my silver polish out here again, just because the silver does look really good and I think it will look really nice over this. Oh, I hate waiting for lamps. Come on. Hurry up. This is our finished black one anyway. While we're waiting for him to hurry up. Here we go. Okay. So, if I pop a blob of silver there, scrape it down, pick up my stamper and my design, and then roll it. Ah, that looks cool. Ooh, hang on. There we go. Isn't that awesome? So you could stamp over that in any colour. You could do 1 or 2 different coloured neons. You don't need to put them all on. I'm just greedy, so I like to use them all. But how cool is that? Isn't that just awesome? And once I top coat him again now, there will be 2 layers of top coat over that, protecting the neon pigment. No way around. Protecty, protecty. Right. Let's chuck him into the lamp and get him cured. Okay. So, I'm going to get another one painted up here with our white. That neon one there with the stamping, I would literally do that on every single nail. If people are crazy enough to go for yellow or for neons, they're going to be crazy enough to get designs like that done on every nail. So go for it. Convince them they want it on every nail. I'm just cleaning my plate here really quick. Let's chuck them out of the way. And I need to clean my stamper because I'm going to be using him again now in a second. Do you see how all of the different techniques all tie together when you're using different products? Right. Let's get a layer of white number 2 over this guy. And we will chuck him in the lamp. And for this next one, we'll use this guy here. I don't think I've used that one before, so it will be interesting to see what it looks like. Right, he's ready. Okay, so I'm going to pull this guy back over here for a second, and I'm going to take a dotting tool. And because the pink is my favourite, I am going to do God, I need to wipe the sticky layer off. So, sorry, I'm just going to wipe the sticky layer off first. because I'm going to be stamping over this, so that's why I needed to wipe off the sticky layer, not because of the little dots of pink. Why is there fluff on my dotting tool? Get off. Right. So I'm literally just popping a few little dots on. And I'm going to stick them in and cure them. And I was going to stamp straight over that, but now that I think about it, I'm actually going to put a layer top coat on first and then stamp over the top coat just so we don't interfere with the dots while we're stamping. So once that comes out, I will get a layer top coat painted on him. How cool is he? Isn't he awesome? So chuck him over there. While I'm waiting for that, actually, I'm going to get my next one painted up so that he is almost ready to go. Hope you guys have some white gel polish. If not, you're going to be needing some for your neon ones. And I'm just going to top coat this really quickly. And then I'll chuck him in there and cure him completely. The next one is pretty cool. We're going to be etching for the next one. Do you remember how to etch? But we're not going to be etching through to a colour, we're going to be etching the pigment off. See how messy this gets? You can't even see it all from where you are. My table is so messy right now. And I'm very surprised that my hands are normal coloured and not covered in pigment, because I'm usually also neon. Come on, hurry up. Here we go. Okay, right, this guy can go back over here now. And this can come here. Get the silver out. Put that on there, and we'll give it a scrape. And we can pick him up. Oh, that's a pretty design. And I'm going to roll that all the way across my nail. Ooh, that is so cute. Let me just put this here. There we go. Isn't that really cute? Now you could do your pink dots on all of the nails and just have your stamp on one of them, or the other way around, you could have your stamp on all of them and your pink dots just on one or two of them. But I think that looks really cute, and I hope you guys do too, so we'll get him top coated. That stamp is actually really, really nice. Right, let's chuck him in the lump and get this guy back out. And I'm just going to clean my plate really quickly. Chuck him over there. Right. Okay, so for the next one I am just going to use some yellow. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. Some yellow there, we'll do a strip of yellow here. And then we'll fill the middle bit with pink. Okay. Now, so I'm going to try this without letting it get wet first of all, my dotting tool that is, and if it doesn't work without getting my dotting tool wet, then I'm literally just going to tap it into my little pad. So I'm going to start off on this side. You see, I'm going to flip this around while I'm doing this so I don't mess it up. Can you still see? Yeah. So I am going to draw a line here, and I'm just going to wipe my dotting tool in between. Now see, that's quite small, that little line, so I'm going to go over that with a bigger dotting tool to get a bigger space. There we go, that's better. And if there's any little bits, you can come in with a smaller one. Scrape them out. Tidy up your lines. And now, I'm going to get this a little bit wet because it's not wiping away as easily as I would like. There we go, that's better. Then I can come in here, go again. We're etching true to the white. So I'm going to come up again. And then when I get to this side here, I'm going to stop making it into little triangles, and I'm just going to start turning them into little lines all the way across. Can you still see what I'm doing? Yeah. And then that gives us a really cool etch design with our neons. So let's get him top coated. And chucked in the lamp. That's him top coated. I hope you like that one. I love etching. So it does take longer than most of the designs, but it looks cool. Back to this guy. He is just super cute. So let's chuck him over here. Now, I have two more to do. We are going to do a leopard print design that I did for one of my clients. This design is pretty cool. So we're going to start off again with white, and then we'll do the smoke effect very last. So this is leopard print, but it's multicolored neon leopard print. And it's one of my favorite designs that I ever did on a client. So I'm going to chuck him in there to cure him. And there he is. I hope you like him. And then our very last nail, we're not actually going to do white. We are going to use Burley Black. Now you can use any colour for this last one. Actually, preferably not white. Or preferably not anything too close to white. A slightly more pigmented colour is better, but it doesn't have to be a dark colour. Let me chuck him in there and cure him just to get him ready for us. And I'll chuck him in there to cure him. While I'm waiting for them, let's take out a little bit of pink and a little bit of blue. I'm just going to mix them really quickly here so that you can see that you do get a purple when you mix them together. Put a little pink on there. See, when you mix them, you do get a really nice purple. Right, so let me just clean my brush off. You're best off trying to keep your brush as dry as possible when you're using these pigments, so when you're cleaning it, try to just clean it on a pad rather than getting it wet. So I'm going to start off up here with a little bit of yellow. And then I'm going to move down, get some orange in there. We'll get some pink. And I'm kind of rubbing these over each other to blend them together a little bit as well. And we'll do a little bit of green down here. And then we'll finish it off with a little bit of blue. Okay, so we kind of have like a big stripe there at the moment. I'm going to take these guys back over here again. And I'm going to pick up a pink dot. And I'm going to put my pink dots where there isn't any kind of pink powder on the nail already, if that makes sense. I'll go for a blue one. A blue one here. We'll put another blue one here. We'll go yellow. Put a yellow one down here. Put another yellow one over here. Orange. Put one here. And here. And green. Put one there. And put one up there as well. Okay, and I'm going to chuck all of them in the lamp and to cure them. And I'm going to take a blob of black. Oh, I could just use the milieu thing. And I'm just going to pop it out there beside the green. Right. So I'm going to pick up my black. That now has fluff all over it. Lovely. So I'll pick up a little bit of my black. And around each dot, I'm kind of going to do like some of them with like a semicolon on each side. Some of them with a little black dot, maybe two little black dots, and a slightly bigger one. It doesn't matter if they flood outside the circle, they just need to be touching it very slightly somewhere. Some of them can have two, some of them can have three. It doesn't matter what direction they're going. If some of them are kind of faded because you're running a gel polish on your brush, that's also fine. If you imagine leopard spots, they are never perfect, especially when the leopards are high and they are neon. Now, and then just to finish it off, what we do is in some of the gaps, go around as if there is a spot in the middle. Do some little semicolons and then go back around and do some single little dots as well, or single kind of half semicolons. How cool is that? Now we're going to chuck him in the lamp and cure him, and then we're going to finish him off with a matte top. Okay, before we do that, I'm just going to give this guy another layer of gel polish, if I can find where he is. Here we go. So that's that out of the way again. I'm really glad I didn't wipe that off. So Burley Black, let's get a second layer of gel polish on you. I do normally do 3 layers of Burley Black because it just finishes it off really nicely. So let's chuck you on the lamp. Okay, so that's him all cured. And we are then going to take our matte top coat, which is here. And I'm going to paint right over that. Now again, like that, if you wanted to, you could do 2 layers of your matte top coat over this to seal it all in. Or if you had a gel polish that you like to use over glitters and stuff that's shiny, you could put a layer of your shiny gel polish top coat on to seal it in first of all, and then put a layer of your matte top coat on top. And that will make it go matte. So right now that's nice and shiny. So we'll stick him in the lamp, cure him, and then he will go matte for us. And I'm just going to pop another little layer of gel polish on this guy. For the next bit then, I need a blob of white out. So the next one that we're going to do is the smoke effect. So I'm sure you guys have seen it. I did do a video in one of the other groups on the smoke effect before, but it does look really cool. So we will just go over it again really quickly. Okay. Right. I'll show you the other guy now in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to take a little blob of white. And I'm going to trail it up the nail. Do you see the way I'm going in and dragging them? I'm doing the same here beside it. We make that all one big piece. Okay, Then I'm going to take my cleanser, so I've got Flirties 2-in-1 cleanser, and I am going to make my brush wet with some cleanser. And I am going to go over that again, between my brush, and I'm flicking out from it. You see the way it's going kind of patchy looking on me? And I'm taking off loads of excess white. And I'm just dragging it out here to the sides. Okay. You see the way I've made that go really patchy, really thin? So I'm going to chuck that in a lamp now for a few seconds. Now you can do this with any colour, you don't have to make it look smoky, you can make it, you could do like a pink background and do yellows and pinks, or you could do a green background and do a orange or a blue over it, and it would look awesome. I just think it looks cool doing it in orange and yellow, so that's what I'm going to do now in a second. So, if I pick up a little bit of the yellow first of all, sorry, just because it's the lighter colour, and then rub that over the section that I want it on, and then take the orange and rub that over. Do you see the effect that's after giving me? Now when I top coat that, because the nail itself was so dark, you can't really see the pigment over the colour that was there before. Now if you were using a really pale colour and you were doing this, you would need to wipe the colour underneath first. But because I was putting that over a dark colour, I don't need to, because of the effect I was going for. Do you see the way you've got your orange and your yellow blending into each other? And it kind of looks like you've got like almost a glowing ring around it. So let's chuck him in there. I think here I am. And then I can show you this guy. How awesome is he, Matt? I hope you like this one. I really like this. I'm like a big child when it comes to this one. It's awesome. Now, just imagine that over your client's nails. If you go on to my salon page, Dolly's Nails and Beauty, our last profile picture, I think, or the one before that, was that on a girl, on all of her nails, and it looked freaking amazing. So once this guy comes out then, that is what we are doing today in our neon workshop. This is your finished smoke effect nail. Again, let's pop him up against a nail, and he is awesome. Okay, so let's have a quick flick through what we did. So we started off with these yellow boys, which are claws. Then we moved on and we mixed our pigment into the white so that we could draw with it. Then we applied our pigment to the nail and stamped over it. Then we popped on some pink dots and stamped over the pink dots. Then we etched into it, which I think looks awesome. Then we did our matte leopard print. And then finally we did our smoke effect. So thank you for watching, ladies. I know we've done 2 videos today, so there has been an awful lot in it. So This week's challenge then is to just start trying to put combinations together for clients. So get some pictures done or get some nails done with like a combination of a couple of different techniques. Start showing them off to your clients and start getting your clients getting nail art on more than one nail on each hand. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. Thanks a million for watching. See you later. Bye.